Beijing 2022. Updates on spectators, vaccination, and COVID-19 countermeasures. The IOC and IPC welcome the decision to allow for the sale of tickets to spectators residing in China's mainland. The International Olympic Committee held an executive board meeting on the 29th of September 2021 in the presence of the International Paralympic Committee. Beijing 2022 informed the executive board of the principles that will help deliver safe and successful Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games as scheduled. These principles are based on wide-ranging consultations with international experts and the Chinese authorities, as well as the experience of Olympic and Paralympic stakeholders. The principles presented by Beijing 2022 will be detailed in the playbooks. The first version of these playbooks will be released in late October, and then a second version will be published in December. All athletes and games participants who are fully vaccinated will enter the closed-loop management system upon arrival. Games participants who are not fully vaccinated will have to serve a 21-day quarantine upon arrival in Beijing. Athletes who can provide a justified medical exemption will have their cases considered. All vaccines recognized by the WHO or related international organizations or approved officially by the countries or regions concerned will be accepted. From the 23rd of January until the end of the Paralympics, a closed-loop management system will be implemented to ensure the safe delivery of the Games. This management system will cover all game-related areas, including arrival and departure, transport, accommodation, catering, competitions, and the opening and closing ceremonies. Within the closed loop, participants will be allowed to move only between the game-related venues for training, competitions, and work. A dedicated games transport system will be put in place. Tickets will be sold exclusively to spectators residing in China's mainland who meet the requirements of the COVID-19 countermeasures. Specific requirements on COVID-19 countermeasures or for spectators from China's mainland and the details of ticketing arrangements are under discussion and development and will be released to the public in due course once they are finalized. The International Olympic Committee and Beijing 2022 underlined that all activities are being assessed and optimized to focus on essential aspects of Games delivery. Stakeholders will apply this principle for their plans and delegation composition. In line with this principle, the International Olympic Committee decided to cancel the accompanying guest category for all stakeholders. Beijing 2022 will assist those stakeholders that are not in a position to book their pre-games or game time flights independently. Besides athletes and some delegation officials who are accompanying athletes living in the villages, all participants traveling to Beijing will reside in Beijing 2022 contracted hotels that will be compliant with the COVID-19 countermeasures for the Games. All domestic and international Games participants and workforce in the closed-loop management system will be subject to daily testing. The IOC and IPC welcome the decision to allow for the sale of tickets to spectators residing in China's mainland. Sale of tickets to spectators residing in China's mainland for Beijing 2022 will facilitate the growth of winter sports in China by giving those spectators a first-hand Olympic and Paralympic experience of elite winter sports, as well as bringing a favorable atmosphere to the venues. However, all parties feel for the athletes and the spectators from around the world, knowing that the restriction on spectators from outside mainland China had to be put in place in order to ensure the safe holding of the Games this winter. So the Olympic Winter Games Beijing 22 will take place between the 4th and the 2nd of February, while the Paralympic Winter Games will be held from the 4th to the 13th of March. We will be covering both the Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games in February and March of next year. I cannot wait.